Sunlight zone, the top layer where light breaks through and life explodes. 0 to 200 meters deep. Phytoplankton bloom here, feeding everything from tiny krill to massive whales. Dolphins chase schools of fish. Sea turtles cruise warm currents, and sharks patrol the blue. Water stays warm around 68 degrees Fahrenheit at the surface. But storms can rage, and plastic pollution chokes marine life. Scientists track migrating species with GPS tags while cleanup crews battle floating garbage patches. Twilight zone. Welcome to the dim middle, 200 to 1,000 meters down. Sunlight fades to a ghostly blue glow, then disappears completely. Fish develop huge eyes to catch the last photons or create their own light with bioluminescence. Lanternfish flash like underwater stars. Giant squid hunt in the shadows. The daily migration begins. Billions of creatures rise to feed at night, then sink back down at dawn. It's the largest animal migration on Earth, happening every single day. Midnight zone. Total darkness starts here 1,000 to 4,000 meters down. No plants survive without sunlight, so everything depends on marine snow. Dead plankton, fish waste, and organic scraps drifting down from above. Anglerfish dangle glowing lures to trap prey. Giant isopods scuttle across the seafloor like underwater pillbugs. Pressure crushes everything. Imagine 100 elephants standing on your chest. Only the toughest creatures make it, with special proteins that don't break under crushing weight. Abyssal zone. The deep ocean floor 4,000 to 6,000 meters down, pitch black. Near freezing and under crushing pressure that would implode a submarine. Sea cucumbers vacuum up sediment, extracting nutrients. Tripod fish stand on stilts, waiting for food to drift by. Dumbo octopuses glide like underwater elephants. Hydrothermal vents spew superheated water, creating oases of life powered by chemical energy instead of sunlight. Tubeworms and bacteria thrive in these alien gardens. Hadal zone. The deepest trenches 6,000 to 11,000 meters down. Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench is the bottom of the world. Pressure here is 1,000 times stronger than at sea level. Snailfish swim at record depths, their bodies like living jelly. Xenophyophores giant single-cell sprawl across the seafloor. The size of your thumb eat whale carcasses that sink from above. Even plastic bags reach these depths now, proving nowhere on Earth escapes human impact. Thermal layers. Temperature zones slice through the ocean like invisible barriers. The thermocline separates warm surface water from the cold deep. In tropical seas, this creates a ceiling. Warm water floats on top, cold water stays below. Submarines hide in these layers to avoid detection. Hurricane strength depends on crossing warm surface layers. Climate change disrupts these patterns, affecting everything from fish migration to global weather systems. Oxygen minimum zones. Dead zones where oxygen nearly disappears, usually 200 to 1,000 meters deep. Bacteria consume all available oxygen, creating underwater deserts. Fish flee these areas, but some specialists thrive. Vampire squid can survive on almost no oxygen by slowing their metabolism to near-death levels. These zones are expanding as oceans warm and pollution increases. Commercial fishing struggles as fish populations crowd into shrinking oxygen-rich areas. Polar ocean zones. Ice changes everything. Arctic and Antarctic waters create unique layers. Brine rejection from forming sea ice creates dense, salty water that sinks to the bottom. Polar cod swim in sub-zero water that stays liquid due to salt. Krill swarms feed whales during short summer blooms. Ice algae grows underneath frozen surfaces, supporting entire ecosystems. But rising temperatures shrink ice cover, disrupting food chains from tiny plankton to massive polar bears. Coastal zones, where land meets sea, creating the richest marine environments. Kelp forests tower like underwater redwoods. Coral reefs burst with color and life. Estuaries mix fresh and salt water, creating nurseries for countless species. Tidal pools trap ocean life during low tide. Upwelling brings deep, nutrient-rich water to the surface, feeding massive food webs. But coastal development, pollution, and rising seas threaten these critical habitats. Seamount ecosystems. Underwater mountains create their own worlds. Rising from the deep seafloor, seamounts force deep water upward, bringing nutrients to the surface. Cold water corals grow in the darkness, creating reefs without sunlight. Endemic species evolve in isolation: fish, sponges, and crustaceans found nowhere else on Earth. Deep-sea fishing and mining threaten these fragile ecosystems. Scientists estimate thousands of seamounts remain unexplored, hiding unknown species. Hydrothermal vents. Life without sunlight. Superheated water erupts from the seafloor, loaded with chemicals that bacteria turn into energy. These oases support entire ecosystems in the deep ocean desert. Giant tube worms have no mouths. Bacteria in their bodies make food from chemicals. Yeti crabs farm bacteria on their hairy claws. Vent shrimp swarm in the toxic, superheated water. When vents die, their unique species often vanish forever. Marine migration, highways. The ocean has invisible roads. Whales follow magnetic fields and water temperature to navigate thousands of miles. Bluefin tuna cross entire ocean basins to spawn. Salmon smell their way back to birth rivers. Sea turtles use Earth's magnetic field like GPS. These migration routes connect ocean zones, moving nutrients and energy across vast distances. Shipping lanes, fishing nets, and climate change now disrupt these ancient pathways. Thanks for diving deep with me. Which ocean zone fascinates you most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button if you learned something new. Subscribe for more marine mysteries. And hit the bell. It really helps push these videos out to fellow ocean explorers.